Welcome back to the Bulldog Report. I'm Mike Busch, and I'm here with the Metuchen boys basketball team. I'm just going to ask a few questions. So obviously your season has gotten a lot better since the start. Kind of went off to a slow start, but definitely have picked up since then. You went on a hot win streak later on in your season. Dom, obviously you just cracked the 1,000-point margin on your high school career. What was it like, achieving that extremely improbable milestone that you've cracked?
It was really nice. I kind of thought of throughout the years, me working hard on it. I knew one day it might possibly come, and the day that it actually happened, it kind of just felt surreal. It didn't feel like it was actually happening. And seeing all my friends and everyone there back from especially because we couldn't have fans, it was really nice to see them come to a game. And I'm happy now that we have fans back, and it was just a great feeling.
Yeah, definitely impressive, especially considering you were out for a lot of last year, and last year also happened to be a shortened season, so you wouldn't have played as many games as some of the other top-ranked scorers in the high school's, history. Max, obviously later on in the season, especially started to turn it on from three-point range. You weren't shooting too well early on, but along with the team, you certainly got a lot better. What has it been like for you? How have you gotten better? Just getting more comfortable? What's it been like for you?
I'm glad you pointed that out. Putting a lot of work to try to improve my three-point shot. Coach has been working with me a lot. Coach O'Toole, he's the JV coach, as well as Coach Cardillo, Coach Owen. Before the Middlesex game, actually, which was probably my first time actually hitting more than a couple threes in a game this year, I was working on the side, my three-point shot, for maybe 15 minutes. And I'd say that definitely helped a lot. So I've just been trying to shoot as much as I can, get out of it. I knew the slump at the beginning of the year would eventually end. So I'm just glad I was able to kind of adjust and help the team, help Dom, help score more.
Yeah, definitely for a point guard to, kind of be working it well, it definitely has a big effect on the whole team. Really, as soon as you started to shoot it well, pretty much everyone did. And that includes Ben Santis, really. Your shooting has been pretty solid lately, but you're mostly a big man, of course, and you're really good down low. But what do you think has been the biggest aspect of your season? How do you like to play the game mostly? What's your main focus when you're out on the court?
I kind of just I play to my strengths in the mid range, and I can also shoot the three ball. I did work with Cardillo back when I was in 7th and 8th grade, so my footwork in the paint is also pretty good. I try and just move the ball, get some assists too. I want to just do everything I can to help the team. I don't really have one particular certain impact on the floor, but do what I can.
Okay, that's great. And also only as a sophomore, of course, you're the youngest player out of the starters, so it's definitely awesome to see you out on the court starting every single game, and excited to see what the future brings for you. Liam, really just a great season for you overall. Really good defender, really kind of an all-around player. What's your goal heading into the rest of the season?
Win games.
It's true. I just want to win. That's all I care about. I don't care about how many points I score, how many rebounds or anything. I want the team to do well, and I want to win games. If you win, you're happy. You're not happy when we lose. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, and finally, Kay, just want to talk a little bit about, obviously you missed the first few games. You came in a little bit later, and you started to make an immediate splash out on the court. What's it been like just kind of progressing over the season? And obviously the team got off to a slow start, but once you came, everything's been a lot better. What do you think it's been like for you?
Well, I think not just me, but during the start of the season, we had a lot of people's in and out. So once we got everybody back and in practices, we started to gel more, a lot more chemistry, just to get us playing together. But we hope for the season, as the season continues, we just get closer and closer and start to rack up wins, especially towards the end. Yeah.
All right, that's great. Great to hear all that. Really, for any of you, how much of an effect do you think the fans being back in the stands really has to do with your success rate? Obviously, they were here for the beginning part, and then now they're back, and you've been doing well since. So what do you think? Do you think that makes an immediate effect on you, or what you're kind of playing for?
Yeah, for sure. It's just nice to be able to hit a shot, look up in the stands, see some of your friends and family, and be able to kind of celebrate with them. we fought really hard to get fans back into the gym. You know, Liam and a couple other members of our team went to one of the Board of Education meetings and really advocated for it. So it was a big deal getting that mandate lifted, or not mandate, sorry, the restrictions on fans lifted. And just like now, especially recently when we've gotten a little hot, being able to enjoy wins with fans, hit some shots, play good defense, you know, stuff like that. It's definitely, you know, we feed off that energy. That's why I feel like a reason for a little bit of our turnaround over the last few weeks.
Yeah, I totally agree. If you watch the streams, any of you, you'll notice that I talk a little bit about the team chemistry. As the game, I notice even as the games go on, you see, you know, more confidence within each other. The team, especially the starters, starts to become a lot better. And as the season has progressed, you look a lot more comfortable as players out on the court. And, you know, this is mostly the line out on the court, and you guys definitely look better. And there's a true difference in that. So how much do you think your team chemistry has to do with your success rate?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the game is mental, and a lot of sports are mental. So you could have the 5 top players in the country, but if they can't mentally work together and they don't have that chemistry, then they're not going to be a good team. And chemistry, it takes time to build. It doesn't just happen. So I think getting all those hours in the gym and us working hard and working in the gym and the coaches, and that really just builds. That's one part of the team. You might not have the skill here, but the chemistry to them find that pass that helps out and gets that extra point that we need.
Also, to build on that, I mean, we came into the season, out of the 5 of us, only one of us has real varsity experience, which is Dom. Me and Max were on the team last year, but didn't get much playing time. So when you have 5 people who have, or 4 people who have never played varsity before, you know, it takes some time to adjust. I mean, we haven't played with each other. We haven't played at that level. So I think that was one of the reasons why we struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season. We just had to, you know, get accustomed to the new game speed. And then once we did, we've been playing a lot better, so.
All right, and finally, just wrapping it up, one more question for Dom. Obviously, you committed to Marywood University, which is just incredible, to play basketball, of course. So what are you going to take with you to Marywood that you learned from Metuchen, maybe a little something from the basketball program, anything really?
Well, a lot really. The main things I'm going to take from it is definitely, you know, that a team is more like a family. You know, we've done a lot of things like, after like my 1,000-point game, we went out and we like had pizza and we talked and stuff like that, and we did like stuff like that together as a team. And I'm gonna learn that you know, being with these guys all the time, on and off the court, it kind of just like affects the way that you play on the court. You know, you feel like more connected, and then also it's just to constantly just like improve as a player. Like I've learned, like, you know, through like a lot of adversity and stuff like that, like it can kind of like mold you into a better player. And after like these 4 years, it kind of just really affected me as a player, and it kind of changed me into the player I am today. So yeah, those are the main things.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. So yeah, that just about wraps it up. I wish you guys luck for the rest of the season, and for you, Dom, in your college career. Can't wait to see what, you know, Max Cohn and Ben Santis bring to the table the next few years. But that's just about it for the interview with the boys basketball team. That just about wraps it up for the Bulldog Report. Thank you.